Hey everybody, Dennis Cummins here from the Workshops for Retirement team, and today I'm going to answer a question that we get all the time. Hey, Dennis, am I ready for retirement? Where do I stand? I don't know what everybody else is, but where am I at? Am I doing okay or am I not doing okay? There's been a study out by the Federal Reserve Board, and they said, according to their survey, that only 40% of people believe that they're ready for retirement, that their retirement is on track. So I'm going to talk about two numbers, and these are both from the Federal Reserve Board, right? There's a number of the average dollar value of retirement account and the median value of a retirement account. Now, I'm going to tell you the average, and I'm telling you right now, don't freak out, all right? Because you might. The average value in retirement savings for the average retirement account is $537,000. I told you not to freak out, right? Don't worry about that. That reason that's there is because there's Elon Musks out there that have hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars. And what that does is it takes the average, it goes whoop, and pushes it way up high. What I want to share with you to hopefully make you feel a little bit better is the median value. Again, these numbers are from the Fed, and the median is what's right in the middle, so that half of the people have less and half of the people have more. So right in the middle, like right smack in the middle of the pile, what do those people have in their retirement account? And according to the Fed, that number is $185,000, right? The big difference is because there's some really big fish in that pool. That's why the average is so much higher than the mean. So regardless of that, you can kind of get an idea. Well, if $187,000 or $185,000 is the median, right in the middle there, well, you kind of have an idea of where you stand. Well, that's great, but really, I think a more important number is how much money do you personally need to retire? Now, before I get into the math, which I'm going to do a little math here, don't worry, we'll keep it simple. I want to remind you that I am not a certified financial advisor. I am not a wealth manager. I am someone just like you about to retire. However, I've been working with the Workshops for Retirement team, and I've been in contact with dozens and dozens and dozens of certified financial planners who are amazing at what they do, by the way. And these are the numbers that they talk about all the time. These are industry standards. And here's what they say that you need for retirement. They say basically take your income and multiply it by 8. So for ease of math, if you've got $100,000 in income over the years, you're going to need $800,000 in your retirement account. Now, that number, that 8 number, assumes a couple of things. It assumes that you're going to continue to earn 5% rate of return on your investments. It also assumes that your expenses are going to stay exactly the same. So again, that means if you're making $100,000 a year, if you had $800,000 in your retirement account, you're good to go. Now, some of you are thinking, oh no, I don't have that much money right now. Well, don't lose hope, because I want to talk about some other numbers that are out there. So let's do a little bit of math, all right? According to the experts, those numbers, that 8 times number, that's based on definitely a level of safety. There's definitely a security cushion in there. A 5% rate of return, well, average rates of return these days are higher than that, and you could probably do better than 5%. So that would mean you'd need a little less money. The other thing is the expenses. Many experts believe that your expenses are not going to be the same post-retirement as they are in retirement. Yeah, maybe for the first couple of years when you travel and do all the things you wait in your whole life to do, they might stay about the same. But after a while, you're going to kind of settle down. You don't need as many new things. You don't have those college bills that are going in there. So your expenses will drop. So many experts agree that you could count on 75% of your income to calculate that benefit. So here we go for the math. So hang in with me, all right? If you took 75% of your income and you were earning $100,000 a year, that means that the number that you're going to calculate on is based on $75,000, okay? Well, that's great. You need $75,000 a year because that's the number we're going to multiply later on. But don't forget, you're entitled to Social Security. Now, if you've been making $100,000 a year, your benefit is going to be a little bit over $2,600. But for the ease of math, let's just say $2,500 a month, which is $30,000 a year. Well, if you had $75,000 is your calculated expenses, right? 75% of the 100, 75,000. But now you take away that 30,000. Well, that makes it $45,000 a year. And that's the number that you've got to calculate based on. Now, no bones about it. 8 times that number would be great. It gives you a lot of security. It gives you a buffered zone. But many financial advisors agree that that number is overcautious and that even 5 times that number would be enough to squeak by. Well, that means that you would need $45,000. Remember, that's 75 minus the 30 from Social Security, $45,000 times 5. And that means in your Social Security account, $225,000 might let you squeak by. I mean, it's going to be close. It's going to be tight. You may need to trim the belt a little bit. You may need to maybe pick up a little side work or a little part-time job, but you should be able to get by with that. Now, is that ideal? No. Ideally, you'll be able to put a lot more money in there. But that number is a great place for you to start. If you're below that number, you have to start thinking about, how am I going to save? How am I going to get money into my account? How am I going to start building and growing my retirement savings? And for that, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to need a certified financial advisor, somebody to help guide you into the right investments for the right time of your life. No matter what time of life it is never too late to start investing in your retirement. It's also never too early. You could start, the earlier the better, but now is the time. If you're getting closer to retirement age, now is the time when you should be working with your advisor to find a strategy, to create a strategy for you to build and grow your retirement as quickly as possible. I hope these numbers have helped clear up a little bit about what you need, what to expect, and how to figure out how much you're going to need to get there and where you stand in the greater pack of things. Until I talk to you next time, my name is Dennis Cummins from the Workshops for Retirement team again. I hope that you stay very well. And in retirement, I hope that you stay very wealthy. And if we can help with that, we would love to. There are some links down in the description below to workshops in your area. Stop by, visit, talk to our folks. Let us help you make the best decision possible so that you can have an amazing retirement. Be well.